How's it going, YouTube? My name is Sherbert, and in today's video, we're going to analyze a solo gameplay of mine from a couple of days ago, and we're going to break it apart piece by piece. We're going to talk about things I did good, things I did bad, instances in which I can improve on. You know, we're going to kind of analyze this in hopes to like progress better as a player for super people. Very similar to like how sports ball teams, like, you know, they watch their post-game, you know, games and like get ready for the tournament and such things, you know, as you do with sports. So we're going to do the exact same thing right here on Super People. Hopefully this is educational. Hopefully you guys can learn something from our gameplay. We're going to kind of just give it like colorful commentary and kind of walk it through step by step. This was a couple of days ago, so to be honest with you, I don't remember how it plays. I do remember it has a very unfortunate ending. I won't spoil anything, but it is rather, it happens, man. It's Super People. It gets it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Okay, so for this game, I'm Shotgun Master. My specialized weapon is the SP686. It is quickly becoming one of my favorite shotguns. I did a tier list video and I think I put it like C rank. It is definitely not. It is A, if not S tier. Fantastic weapon if you don't use it already. I got one tapped like all day today by it. But it is a great gun. We are Shotgun Master. We are landing at Belmont. 41 players in the lobby. We only have 10 players left in the helicopter. We decided to jump out. Belmont is one of my favorite places to land. I don't think I have anything crazy in my specialized container either. I think it may be only like 2 or 3 first aid kits, but to be honest with you, I don't even remember. This is like 2 days ago and it's just completely distant. So we are landing Belmont, 4 people, at least 4 people with us. We're not really doing a good job like looking around, figuring out who's landing where. I realize that they are taking my hospital, so I sidestep and I try to go for this brick building right here. Somebody lands here with me, so there's kind of like this weird shuffle where like the guns don't load in. I try to like throw some fists that don't work, so I got scared and I ran away, which is honestly probably the play, because in that room I found an F2000, I find common armor. I forgot to reload my gun, and then I decided to push it. I'm like, F2000, common armor, come get me, I'm invincible. I shoot down this door because it's easier for me to aim in, and I'm already ready to go. I don't have to worry about the opening animation or the opening door animation. I'm just like, screw it, I'm here for violence. So I shot the door out of a, you know, I don't want to say necessity. It was also really cool. It has some big D energy right there, right out the gate. So looking for this player, I really honestly don't know where he went. He like ran down the stairs and just disappeared out of my life. So I jump back upstairs. I find a little couple of like crafting common kits and things like that, or crafting common kits. There we go. So my uncommon F2000. And then we're vibing. Right now, I'm just looking around. I see that there's leather inside the room I was just in. I'm surprised it didn't ping while I was in the room, but hey, you know, Super People. Wow, there's an M4 in there too? Wow, I missed a whole lot in that room. So again, still looking. Can't find him. He just disappeared out of my life. Looking around, listening for any audio sounds, like anything that would strike me as somebody being there. I'm looking for doors open. I'm looking for loot missing. I'm looking for, you know, anything that would indicate that a player's been by there. It looks like this is untouched at the moment. So I'm kind of running around, trying to increase my, you know, my weapons, my armor, anything I can. I do turn my uncommon F2000 into an advance, looking really good. I do have an uncommon PPSH. It looks like I do end up crafting it. I was just going to say, I'm probably going to hold on to the crafting material, but nope, I'm just sending it, which is probably the play. Advanced helmet, uncommon body armor, rare backpack, looking pretty good in terms of loot. I don't have any really good perks yet. I mean, I have knockback, which is kind of potatoes, and then I have fast reload, which is fine. I'd really like landing zone or jump training, whatever it's called, where I don't take fall damage. I think that'd be a lot better. So again, still looking. I should probably be looting a little safer, I think. I just feel like I'm a little out in the open. I feel like I'm a little exposed. I think I'm prioritizing looting more than I am like finding a player. It ends up working out for me, but I think for future reference, I think I'm going to be a little bit more cautious in my surrounding area, because there's 4 people around here, right? At least 4. And I'm over here like I'm running, I'm jumping, I'm landing, I'm falling, I'm looting. Like I could definitely be a lot more sneaky snake. You know, I could definitely be a little bit more cautious of my surroundings, which is something I don't think I do enough. So we do hear a grenade. I'm like, oh god, a grenade. I have a rare bulletproof vest now, advanced helmet, rare backpack. I'm looking pretty good. We do hear that grenade come off. I'm trying to figure out where is it at. It's most likely that brick building, but I decided to reposition. I think I'm going to get on top of the little grocery store thing. Now I'm gonna go inside. Upstairs. Again, just watching. There's this one player. If this is the game I remember, there's this one player who's uber annoying. Firearms expert ult. So I'm really, really cautious now. I have 40 seconds to like do something before the firearms expert ult is up again. He's very difficult to deal with. Never mind, Psych just killed him. No, I killed a firearms expert. I didn't kill the firearms expert. They're everywhere, man. Alright, so I have my ultimate. I feel a little safer now. I do have upgraded flashbangs. My flashbangs are impact flashbangs. And I did not see this guy right here while I was playing. Look at this guy. Okay, so watch. So I'm jumping up. I'm running. As I'm running, there's this guy right here. I did not see this dude. So this whole time I'm like, where is everybody? La 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 la. I'm kind of running around. I'm not really watching my surroundings as well as I should, and I completely missed this guy. I didn't see him until right now. So that guy right there on top of the gas station. I jump up on this roof. I'm ADSing. Is he still there? I'm getting sniped from the right. Hits me. Still don't have a shotgun. It's crazy. Whenever I'm shotgun master, I can never find a shotgun, and then like I'm any other class, and all I find is shotguns. Just how it is. It's just the universe. So sniper behind me. I'm trying to look where he's at. I'm surprised that he's not shooting me already. So I spent like an absurd amount of time hard scoping, completely, mostly out of cover. To be honest with you, I probably honestly should have even be ADSing. I should have given it a quick peek, realized nobody was there, and then kept moving. I think I stayed there a little too long. Walking down. So I think I crossed the street? No. And now I'm in the... I don't even know what you call this. The diner? The restaurante? Anyway, I'm here. Still looking. I see that there's some crafting kits over there. Chances are, this is, you know, obviously this is me, but chances are I'm probably thinking like, ooh, piece of candy. And I'm going to try to upgrade my F2000. Because I think I prioritized maybe looting a little too much. You know, kind of getting a little out of position, but it's perfectly fine. So we hear shots. We hear, okay, so this right here is interesting, right? So we know that there's a car 98, like over to our right. I hear SKS shots, or G3, I think SKS shots. SKS shots this way. I should have been like, hey, it's not the same gun that just shot you. There's a different dude somewhere. But I'm a little tunnel visioned right now. I'm just like, you know what, I need to get in the action. I'm running up, kind of out of cover. I mean, I'm going to have that natural hill right here for cover, but if I remember correctly, this gets a little sketchy. Strike course. Shots are completely off. I'm getting shot in the back. Yeah, so there's the sniper again. So like in hindsight, I should have like, I need to be like, hey, listen, Bert, you just got shot by a sniper rifle like 30 seconds ago. Chances are it's not Car 98 SKS. That'd be insane. So chances are I should have, I mean, really honestly, I should have anticipated there being somebody up around here. We end up getting shot. Thankfully, I was able to kill him kind of quickly with my PPSH and then kind of reconvene, but I don't have a first aid kit. I only have compression bandages. I'm trying to like spin. I'll do this thing where I jump and spin really quickly just to kind of get my head off center access. I just don't want anybody to get a headshot on me. Flashbang, always good. So again, there is a sniper somewhere there. There's a sniper again on the hill this way. So I have a sniper here and then a sniper behind me. It's like my nightmare. So I'm looking. I'm going to try to stormhold this guy just because I know circle's coming. I have about 30 seconds, 45 seconds before circle gets there. It's phase 1, right? It's storm circle 1. So chances are the guy's in no rush. It's going to tick for 1 damage. He could be in there for like 10 seconds and he had 1 compression bandage is fine. So the guy, this, whatever his name is, what's his name? Aikiski, killed the sniper who most likely was the one who was shooting me with the sniper rifle. So that firearms expert killed that sniper. So now I'm like, oh, great. Now there's a firearms expert behind me. Sick. So now I'm like really reluctant to not turn around. I'm like, just don't look, Bert. Just don't look. But so I cognitively, I'm aware that there's a firearms expert behind me. So I really kind of push this objective. I kind of push up forward. I do see him. I should see him like right here. So I know that there's a sniper shot around here. And I think I hear him before I see him. Yep, there he is right there. He just came out of that tree. So I saw him just out of the corner of my eye. He didn't see me. Some good shots. Throw that flashbang down. That flashbang, that was a cool kill. So like I super jumped, and as I super jumped, I threw that flashbang. It landed as soon as I did. Flashed him. He had no idea what's going on. Flashbang out. It's impact, so it's going to blow up on the impact. He's flashed. Just back to the lobby you go, Barack Obama. I loot a little slow. I left a gold backpack back there. That's insane. Also, what else did I leave back there? He had a gold gun too, didn't he? No, he had a gold. It was like a gold X4 or something. So it was perfectly fine. I looted. Look at that. That's terrible loot. I needed to loot better. Gold backpack I missed. I had like way too much stuff I could have brought in. Like I could have looted everything in that, guys. What did he have? Sorry, now I'm all curious. Oh, dude, look, he had Molotovs, he had smokes, he had a level 5 backpack, he had speed bar. I was like, you know what? I'll take that ammo. Looted really poorly. Looted really poorly there. I'll take what is no loot for 400, please, Alex. So could have been better there. Perfectly fine. You know, it is what it is. I think I was a little nervous about that firearms expert around me. I think I was a little nervous maybe about the storm. I'm not too sure what my reasoning is. There really isn't a good reason for leaving all that good loot, especially when my backpack's not even half full. You know, I had so much room for activities in my backpack. So specialized container lands. I know that there's a firearms expert around here somewhere. I'm a little hesitant about just walking down because his ultimate cancels out mine. I really don't have that escape, right? So if I'm in his little firearms, his little sticky clutches, chances are I'm not going to be making it out alive. So I'm really trying to play as very conservative as I can. I'm trying to play very passive because firearms expert, it's really hard to deal with right now. And there's always like 1,000. There's like 9 in every map. So I'm looking for him. I think I jumped down. Do I get my specialized container? I have to because I don't have a shotgun. I think it's heroic too. So I open it up. You can kind of dash back and forth. You kind of wiggle. Get my first aid, get my health. Grab my choke. There's a pill right here. Oh, looking pretty good. It's a terrible jump. That's perfectly fine. I think I have a red pill too, yeah? Use a pill. Use the pill. Use the pill. There you go. Thank you.
SP686 upgrade acquired.
All right, so I'm still very focused on this firearms expert. He most likely rotated out. There's just no reason for him to be at the back of the corner of the map, like when circles be rotating. Hey, apparently we got a subscriber during that recording, so thank you for subscribing.
Survival.
All right, so we hear some shots over here. So like people are always like, dude, how do you find players? What's the best way to find players? It's really just like anticipating these firefights, right? It's hearing these gunfights because like the audio is really poor sometimes. Like footsteps is really poor sometimes. Like listening to like gunshot triangulation is really important, right? So we hear 2 different distinct fires or shots this way. So there's one over here and there's one over here. I know that circle is going to be, it's kind of hard to see because of the thingy, but I know circle is pulling this way, right? So if I position myself in front or in between the new zone and where these guys are, it's going to put me in a really good spot to find somebody. You don't necessarily need to find somebody like quote unquote, like, I don't know what to look for. Just listen to her gunshots and then like move accordingly. So like anticipate what's going to happen after this firefight. So let's just say, for example, let's just say this guy dies and this guy's still alive. This guy might go that way. He might loot and he might go to zone. So there's like 2 really big possibilities of something to happen. And I'm going to anticipate the most likely one, right? I'm most likely going to anticipate getting to circle and holding him in between zones in terms of finding them. And they're really easy. Once you start to like look for it, you can kind of start anticipating player movements. Players tend to follow like as some sort of like rubric. It's the same kind of thing over and over again. So we see this guy right here. We hear gunshots, right? So I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a guy over here. I hear the gunshots. It's very easy to find. He is not paying attention. He is very tunnel visioned. Also, really exposed, right? So the only thing that's covered is this tree right here. I see this and I'm like, ha 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 ha. And what did you know it? It's a firearms expert. He like, you guys ever seen Finding Nemo? You know, he's like, that octopus is like, you made me ink. It's exactly what a firearms expert does. You know, as soon as they get like remotely a little scared, they ult out of defense. And thankfully I was, you know, he was too far gone for that ult to kind of matter. So he is gone. That's one less firearms expert for the lobby. Everyone's much happier. The world's a safer place. And I decided to rotate. I know that he was fighting somebody else, but to be honest with you, I wasn't really too worried about it. This is actually a perfect place to pause. So I wasn't too worried about it because I'm here. Circle is here. This guy is way over here. So I'm not stressing. You know, like he's got to come to me. I'm perfectly fine with getting to circle first. I'm perfectly fine with storm holding him. I'm perfectly fine with playing the long game. I find that too often I'm like, murder. You know, like Murder, She Wrote. I'm always chasing kills more than I should. And I think me playing a little bit more smarticle, me playing a little bit more passive and playing for the long game, I think is the better call. And it ends up working out, you know, because I'm not running across a straight field. That area where that player's at, it's literally just open field. And the circle's coming, you know, to me. So it would have been a really bad situation had I pushed that kill. We didn't need a loot. I mean, my loot sucked. Yeah, like I don't have a lot of throwables. I don't have a lot of health. But like, I'm not gonna risk getting killed being greedy, looking for loot. It is a gas soldier. You can tell it's a gas soldier because there's those chem rounds that kind of are hitting near me. There's little green puffs of smoke. So we know it's a gas soldier. So I'm gonna be extra cautious again because this gas, like, what's it called, flamethrower thing is super scary. Even with shotgun expert or shotgun master. Shotgun master is a good counter, but man, does that thing suck. It's a rough ult. It's hard. Gas soldier is a really strong class. Very underutilized. I feel like not a lot of people show gas soldier some love. I keep wanting to call him Flame Man or Flame Soldier. He's gas soldiers. They need to show him some more love. He's really fun. Him with an AKM is a good time. So I get on top of this roof trying to storm hold him. So I jump up on this little swingy set and then jump on this roof. And so I'm in a really good position to stormhold. Had he had come this way, he would have been oof. But he was a pretty good player. This gas soldier knows what cooks, right? So he's perfectly aware of my position because he shot at me, right? He obviously knows where I'm at. And he's going to anticipate my movements just like I'm anticipating his. So he's most likely going to look at the map and he's going to know I'm going to be somewhere in this area. This gas soldier seemed like he's playing the long game, right? He's got a DMR. And so he's perfectly fine being at range. So he's not going to come to me. I don't think he knows I'm a shotgun master because I don't think he caused me any damage. Maybe. I'm missing 1 point of health. Maybe he hit me for 1. So maybe he realized I was a shotgun master. So he's like, you know what? It's not worth it. I'm going to play the long game. He ends up rotating right. Like he ends up rotating where that little sniper tower thing is. The little eagle's nest. I don't know it at the time. So I'm like, where are you at? Where are you at? See, this is like the perfect idea, right? So like when it comes to like storm holding, when it comes to like fighting players, they tend to all kind of mush around towards the end. So like, or the end of zone. Anybody in the middle is most likely just like hold up. They're going to be like corner camping buildings. They're going to be stuck like, you know, just guns towards the door, ready to go. A lot of the firefights I feel like happen towards the edge of zone. And this is where I like to engage. And this is where I like to find a lot of players because like if anybody's rotating out of the storm, they're going to be rotating like super lazy. They're going to be rotating really straight. It's a very easy way to not only find players, but to kill players. You know, we get a lot of really good, easy kills. Just players rotating a little lazy out of the storm into the circle. So we're still looking. I'm scanning. I don't see anything. Everything's just kind of quick. I'm making sure I'm not super vulnerable. I'm watching my back, making sure nobody's going to flank me. I'm looking. I think I see him soon. Did I see him? I must have seen him. Did I see him? Hang on. Where are you at, little goober? I think that little blur right there is him. Yeah, I just saw him. Just for like a split second. I saw his little evil head poke up. So I realized that I'm at a circle, right? So that house is no longer going to be viable for zone. He's already rotating like super far left. I figured I'm going to give up my position. I'm going to anticipate him moving closer and farther into circle. So I'm going to like get into a good spot. The last thing I want to do is for this guy to run up and then over and then block me while I'm trying to like gatekeep him, right? The last thing I want to do is lose that aggression. I don't want to be the the one to receive the storm holding. So I'm trying to make sure that I'm putting myself in the best possible position to kill this gas soldier. So I'm rotating up a little bit just to kind of keep the momentum. You know, he's going to try to rotate in. I want to stop that rotation. The last thing I want is for him to rotate up here and then block me because I'm being a forehead and I'm taking too long to rotate in. I'm not anticipating his movements. So I'm watching. I kind of do this really weird thing right here, if I remember this game. Yeah, so I stand. Oh, I crouch basically in the open. This tire provides almost no security. Barbed wire is even less. He's got chem rounds. He just needs to shoot kind of sort of near me and he's going to damage me a little bit. I'm looking to try to figure out where he's at. He sees me and I'm like, no, no, no. No, no, sir. No, no. I realize that it's not worth it. He wins the range game, right? He's got a DMR or some sort of sniper rifle. I'm a shotgun master with F2000 and an SP686. I don't win range. That's not my MO, right? So he hits me once. Thankfully, I'm jumping, and as I was jumping, my landing zone perk happened, and it ended up just nullifying all the damage I took. So I get a bonus every time I jump or every time I take some sort of fall, and so I just ended up working really well. I think it took like 1 point of damage. Otherwise, it probably would have hit me for like 8 or 9. So again, I know where he's at. I know he's somewhere near hospital. He's probably closer to hospital than he is like where I was aiming. So again, I'm going to take the opportunity to get this free rotate and I'm going to hold him again in circle, right? So I'm going to try to move farther into circle to stormhold. Right? There's no reason for me to push him, right? The storm's not going that way or the circle's not going that way. I gain no benefit to push those fights other than if I know for sure 100% I'm going to win. So we hear some more shots, right? So we hear shots in this area and I'm like, awesome. This is great. I'm in circle or I will be in circle soon. I'm going to be able to stormhold at least 2 people. This is great. So I'm like, yeah, haha. Wait, no, I'm not. Why am I walking this way? Why are you walking this way? Turn around. Thank you. So I'm like, ha ha ha. And then I'm like, I should probably wait out. I do this weird thing where I think I start second guessing myself. I'm trying to figure out where the best possible place to stormhold is. I think this is the route, but I'm like, no, no, no. So I end up switching positions very soon. I end up switching routes. So I'm looking. I make sure nobody's coming behind me. Those were the only shots that we heard of. They're like, those are the only shots that are anywhere near close. So there's 9 other players. I'm 1. That's got to be at least 2. So that means there's 6 other players somewhere in this map. I don't want anybody to get a cheeky idea and come up and try to rotate to fight medical center and then have me just kind of be stuck out in the open. So if somebody was to come up behind, they could absolutely just, cook me. So I got to be really careful. I'm watching behind me. I'm watching my 6. I'm making sure this is a big area to rotate from. Somebody could have been in that barn. Somebody could be like rotating up, trying to find that really good kill. I'm just watching. I'm listening. I'm looking. So we see some guy on the roof right here. We saw some guy on the roof. I don't know where that gas soldier went. Whoa, was that somebody to my left? So there's a guy on that roof. Yeah. Wait, dude, can I go frame by frame? Oh, use the little 60% keyboard. Oh, I can't go frame by frame. That's so annoying. Just for like a split second. Watch this. Oh, it's going to be so hard for me to click. Oh, come on, Bert. You got this. Aha! Look at me. Look how good I am. So this guy, look at this guy right here. You guys see this? This little bitty guy. So there is one more guy over here. Wowza. So he's here. There's 1. There's 2 over here. Yeah, there he goes. Out of my peripheral. Dude, I don't know why he didn't shoot me. That could have been I don't know. It could have been a bush. I doubt it though. All right, so I'm like, oh, okay. So there's actually a building that's in circle and is closer to the medical center. So I'm anticipating. I'm trying to cut out these guys' routes. I'm trying to, kind of put myself in the best possible position for success. And that success is right over here. I think I super jump on top of the roof. This is in circle. This puts me in a really good spot. I pre-marked where the circle ends, right? Or where the circle starts, right? So we're at the 3rd zone. As soon as it closes, it's going to start ticking for a good amount. So they have to come to circle. And I want to make sure they have no cover. So I pinged right here to let me know exactly where they would be able to stop taking storm damage and where, if I was this player rotating, where I would want to have cover. And they really don't have any. So I'm like, aha, this is the kill zone. There's no place for these guys to hide. They have to rotate to me. I'm the closest that yellow mark is the closest to being inside the circle they can get. I'm like, oh, I'm cooking with gas. I see this guy right here. This is a Seeker, level 25. Really cool flag. And I'm getting just I'm getting cooked by that, the little bush Wookie, the guy over there in the trees that we like took forever to spot. So that guy's just destroying me, which is great. He teleports on top of the roof thinking that I'm still up there. So that was actually like I didn't realize that it was that close of a play when I was like gaming, right? So like I started taking shots. I ran inside to heal. The teleporter, it was obviously a teleporter because we heard him, was like enchanté and teleported onto the roof. So barely did I miss it. He hears me break glass. He knows I'm inside. He's like, listen, I'm a teleporter. I know what's up. Little did he know I had SP686. Hit him with that knockback. Really close. Honestly, if I hadn't have had that emergency first aid kit, I probably would have died. That guy walked in there just demanding violence. Thankfully, I'm surprised he pushed that, knowing that he knew that I was a shotgun master. Because when you shoot somebody, right, it tells you what he is or what class they are. This guy knew I was a shotgun master. I think this guy had a little bit more confidence. I think this guy thought that he hurt me for more. I was able to get that heals off in time and then just absolutely just paint the walls with him.
Survival bonus.
So he did. He was a high level too. He was almost max.
Tank shotgun acquired.
So I'm like, ooh, piece of candy. We have more heals. I think I'm looting. I'm looting okay. Is there anything else I could have grabbed there? My backpack's foolish. I'm doing okay. Okay, so now what do we know? We see that guy right there. Got some good shots on him. Nothing crazy. I mean, I think what, like 30, 40? Nothing that make me want to push that, right? Because again, look where he's at. So he's outside of circle. I'm the closest to, I'm more closer to circle than he is. So I'm gonna like, you know what? Like it's not worth me pushing, right? I didn't do enough damage for this push to be worth it. So I'm gonna play it safe. I'm gonna play it calm, cool, collective. I'm gonna be really, dude, did he have that OG Josh had to have had a better helmet. I didn't realize I had an advanced helmet right now. So the gas soldier who's been just absolutely just shooting us all game killed a teleporter. He could be the one up here. I thought he was a Gatling soldier. I wasn't really paying attention. Oh, you know what? It was a teleporter because I remember the Brazil. Oh, dude, now I'm going to second guess myself. Anyway, I know there's somebody up there. I know that they're not going to be in circle. Again, I'm close-ish to circle. I'm perfectly fine, you know, kind of playing the waiting game, letting see where they're going to rotate. So they can either rotate to me or they rotate right. I would imagine if I was that player, I would be rotating right. And I think I'm just playing it safe. And then here's, you know, Billy Heartbeat sensor. I hear him on grass, right? So we very distinctive audio, right? We know he's on grass. We know he's a seeker because of the heartbeat sensor. I super jump up to get that high ground because I'm not in a great spot, right? I'd much rather use my 25-second cooldown, get in a better spot. And because, you know, I think this guy's going to be a little bit more nervous about zone than I am. I'm pretty confident right now. I'm like, whatever, I'm shotgun master. I just killed the teleporter dude. So I use my impact flash grenades. I have 2. I throw them down and I flash. I see that I got damage right here, so I know he's flashed, right? I know he's flashed. I'm like, you know what? Big game braids. Of course my SP686 doesn't one-tap people. I know it was a little bit at range, but you know, it takes all 3 bullets always. I don't have time to loot them, so I just do what I can. I know I'm getting sniped from something. I don't really remember where. I think it's like that direction. So there's this sniper, this guy right here. We're gonna call him Gary. And Gary, you're rude. He shot me a bunch this game. See, there's a guy right there. So we see him too. So like you see that little stutter step. So as I'm looking, like as the circle progresses, you got to constantly be scanning, looking for these like obtrusions, right? Like there's a player right there hiding behind this rock. We know that there's somebody over here because the way he's hiding. I can't believe I didn't see him there. There's Gary over here. And then there he is right there. So we see him. We kind of like lock eyes and we're like, uh-oh. No, apparently not. Apparently I was like, oh, see, there's Gary. Oh, dude, rude. So I super jump. A lot of you guys, you can heal while you're super jump, right? It's a really great way to save a couple of seconds or to give yourself a couple of seconds to get that heal off because it's really hard to track so high. So that'll save you like 1 or 2 seconds. And Gary is just lighting me up. He is just lighting me up. He's actually hitting. He connects. Yeah. Really, really close. So here's where Gary thinks I am, right? So Gary thinks I'm on this rock. I'm actually at the tree. Because here comes the airstrike. Had I been at the rock, I would have died. My armor's kaput. I don't have a defense bar. I shouldn't have. I really honestly shouldn't have peeked that. Like, we knew where he was, right? We knew where he was. I had no armor, and I have 100 and some odd health, right? That one shot and I'm dead. 133 health. One headshot, I'm dead. I have an advanced helmet. I'm absolutely dead. I don't know why I keep peeking. I think I'm like anticipating him pushing me, but I'm outside of the circle. I really doubt he would have. So I'm kind of buying my time. I'm waiting for my armor to restore. 4 soldiers remaining. I know where 1 is. I'm 1, so there's only 2 left. We don't know where the 2 is. I'm really curious to see. They had to have been. They're in this. Well, obviously they're in this area somewhere. I just don't know where. So I don't know if they're like rotating behind me. I'm constantly moving because I don't want to be an easy target. I'm just kind of going back and forth. I'm just kind of, keeping my head off center axis. I don't want to be still. So Gary ends up hitting me with the airstrike. Good on you. I'm healing. I'm like, all right. I think we're safe. Now it's probably a good time to move. It's Storm Circle 5. I throw a smoke grenade for cover. I'm out of smoke. Ideally, I would have wanted to throw 2. Had I eluded better. So I'm running. I super jump right here for a little bit of extra distance, a little bit of safeness. Gary decides to be the Giga Chad and pushes me right now. So he knows I'm on cooldown. I hear him walking up soonish, I think. Yeah, so he starts throwing, dude, the armada of flashbangs. Gary's got like 90 of them, and it's just like, you know what? I'm clearing the freaking bank. Here's 1,000 of them. He's like the Oprah of flashbangs. So here's a flashbang. Here's a flashbang. Everyone gets flashbangs. So I hear him walking up. So Gary makes a really weird choice, right? He leaves his cover because the house down here. I don't know if you guys can see it because of the little thingy kebab, but the house right here is still in cover. He makes a big brain play and decides to push me. Now it's weird though because he's a sniper. He knows I'm a shotgun master. He knows that I have super jump. He knows that I most likely have a shotgun. Like he makes a really educated. I don't even say educated. He makes a gamble in terms of pushing me. So I'm curious as to where he's at. My armor is pretty much full. I decided to not throw those grenades because it's not going to do me any good. I super jump right here to grab information, right? So I know Gary's on grass. So we know he's somewhere in this crescent shape because he wasn't in our line of sight here. So he's somewhere here. I super jump up knowing that he can't get up there, giving me high ground and information on where he's at. So I see him right here on my super jump. There's Gary right here being a little sneaky snake. I do my little throw down 2 flashbangs as I'm dropping. I land, it hits Gary twice. So Gary's got 20 damage missing and he's blinded. And then Gary actually kind of cooked. I didn't realize he did so much. He took down a good deal. So now it's me and 2 other players. Ideally, I should have looted them. Knowing what I know now, we both know that we know there's 2 shots over here. Gary's still very lootable. I could have absolutely looted him. Grabbed more health, grabbed a better helmet, grabbed more grenades, grabbed ammo. I mean, there's the world is our oyster right there. But I'm like, you know what? 8 kills deep, 1 player left. Let's do this, dude. This is the stuff dreams are made of. I super jump up thinking that he was going to be here. We heard suppressed shots, so I reckon I knew that there was somebody around here. And I'm like, as you do. I'm looking, I don't hear anybody. I know the guy died right below me. So I know that he's somewhere in the area. I wanted to get that ultimate high ground. I didn't realize that he was right underneath me though. So I landed, I landed and then I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And then he starts just juggling grenades. He's doing his best. So I'm like, oh yeah, who's got grenades? I do. And then I start throwing grenades back and it just turns into this weird, we're just playing catch with each other. So we hear him on grass. So I know he's on a rock, right? Because we hear the audio of grass. I know he's floor level. I know he's a SWAT, so I don't actually want to barrel stuff him. So I'm like, oh yeah, who's got 2 thumbs and a grenade? Like this chick. So I start eating grenades at him, not getting any damage. I'm like, oh yeah, here's another. No hits yet. I think he's still to my right. So we're waiting. It's just the waiting game. I probably could have taken the eagle. I probably could have super jumped out. You know. Okay. So it's important to know before I throw this that this is where the game goes terribly wrong. And it's not even like, oh, I wish I could have played this different. It's like somebody at GG or somebody at Super People does not care for me. Or apparently I'm cursed or something. I don't know what happened. But this is where we had a really good game. We've had a really good game so far, and I think we all can agree with that, right? We've learned some things. It's been enjoyable. We've had some laughs. We've had some cries. You know, it's been good. This is where it gets really, really bad. So, yeah, just know that this is what we're getting into. So I throw it, and I like yeet on this, and I catch myself on fire. Ask me how I do that. Look at where that Molotov falls. I'm on fire. I'm not taking fire damage, but I'm on fire. Not only am I on fire, I can't aim. I have no reticle. I'm like, oh, I'll just stop, drop, and roll. I'll take off the fire. You can't take off the fire. Once you're on fire, you're on fire. I'm like, oh, I know. Super jump. That'll help me. Nope. Still on fire. And then this guy over here, SWAT ults, misses a lot of them. I'm still on fire. Can't see it. I mean stuff. Can't see him. I literally can't. I should have. I'm trying to wait for my super jump, I think, to fall down. Maybe I could have thrown flashbangs. I'm trying to hide behind this. This guy has a bajillion mags or grenades. I just can't see him. I can't aim. Like I literally have like, I guess I could have super jumped right there. But here he comes. I tried to super jump, but I'm prone and I can't. And I go to super jump and then they just orbit me into oblivion. So very good game with a very tragic ending, and this is a really big learning point, a very pivotal point in a lot of players' Super People career. Sometimes you just die, right? Sometimes you just go, and then the game just frowns on you. Sometimes the Super People gods just they just are merciless. That's the word. Sometimes it sucks. Sometimes you get bad games like that. It doesn't reflect you as a player. Just know that sometimes, sometimes it happens. And it's perfectly fine as long as it's a learning thing, as long as you get to make a YouTube video after it. But that is my game. I hope you guys learned something from it. I hope you guys were able to kind of grab some information in terms of maybe finding players, maybe in terms of rotation, maybe in terms of what to play or how to play or a certain play style. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Was this informational? Was this entertaining? Is this something you want us to do more of? I would love to get your guys' feedback and opinion on this. This is really, really cool. I actually had a really good time doing this. I would love to do I would love to watch and commentate on other people's videos. So if you guys want to start sending me videos and stuff, I would be more than happy to watch. But yeah, guys, that's it for this video. Thank you so much. Before you guys get out of here, please like and subscribe. I do stream right here on YouTube Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'd love to have you guys come in, say hi, chat with me for a while. We have a really cool active community, whether it be on here or on Discord or live stream. It's just a great time. But that's it, guys. I hope you all have a great day. Thank you so much for everything you do. I will see you in the next one, and stay super.